Welcome back to Lost Odyssey. In the last episode, we got the ship the Slant Nose, and we made our way here to the mountain village Tosca. We literally just arrived here and I immediately saved it in the last episode, but the people around here did have a little bit of dialogue. They said that Kime is back, or whatever, so the people around here know Kime. I guess we're going to find out why. Let's talk to the people around here. Ah, Kime, nice to have you here. Things haven't changed a bit around here, don't you think? I was starting to think we'd never meet again. Staying alive all these years has paid off, huh? I'm glad you came by. Well, it's kind of easy for Kime to stay alive because he's immortal. He can't die. Yes, these statues that are around the village will be part of a side quest, or part of a mini game, I guess. Or yeah, I guess side quest is more relevant, more what I should have said. We have to basically go around touching the statues. We'll be doing that. You gotta touch them in a certain order, though. Oh, I already talked to that person. The Black Cave was sealed off by a ghastly sorceress. She was shouting wildly the whole time. She must be a monster. I don't know what that old woman was up to, but I think she has since retreated to that house up on the northern cape. Yep, we'll be going there. Not in this episode, but eventually we'll be going there. Heard that Goatsa's military is even coming to this village to draft new recruits. That's where we're headed as well. We're headed to Goatsa. The Queen Ming is going to talk to the King of Goatsa and try to get us help in upgrading our ship. It is safe in Tosca. The entrance to the Black Cave has been sealed off, so there's no way the Goatsans can make it here. Welcome, Kime. That house on the cliff side of the northern cape where you and Sarah lived, it is still there, you know? Come to think of it, it was in this village where you and Sarah first met. Do you know what's happened to Sarah? We do not know what happened to Sarah. Yet. Can't get to Goatsa without traversing through the cave. But with things the way they are these days, sealing it off was the right thing to do. Why did she close off the cave? Poof. How am I supposed to know what's going through that old sorceress's mind? Did we get another seed? Oh, there's anything up here, except for these statues, which will be relevant later. We're just going to take a look around the village first before going to where Jansen's at. To advance the storyline, just talk to Jansen over there. You're Kime, aren't you? My grandpa told me that you're the guy who saved our village long ago. Okay, so he saved the village. He brought us food when we were all about to starve to death, right? My grandpa says that we owe everything to your help. Obtain magic powered locator level 1. Hey Kime, try it out now. I've hidden a treasure somewhere inside the village. See if you can find it. Here's a hint. It's hidden somewhere way up high. It is yours if you can find it. Treasure that's really high up lies in Tosca. No. Alright, so we unlock treasure hunting. How do I access that? Here we go, right here. So, throughout the game, we'll get these, like, hints on treasure locations, and then we have to go and find the treasure. Let's see how many there are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. There's 24 treasures in the game. We'll be getting them all, obviously. And someplace really high up. I think this one's up here, right? Or there's another spot we can go up as well. It might be up there. But we'll see if it's up here. I don't remember. I think it might be up here though. Seems like I remember there being one up here. I'm gonna do an all treasure location video. Yep, it's right here. So I'm gonna do an all treasure video. So I need to start like an intro to that. So I'll do it in the video here, just to make it easier on myself later. That way I ain't gotta record this part twice, you know. Welcome to the all treasure locations in Lost Odyssey. So the first one we're going to get is the Tosca treasure hunt. A treasure lies in the highest place in Tosca, and it's right up here. You gotta climb this ladder and get up here and hit examine. Oop. Yeah, right here. And for this one you get dark crystal staff and a dark crystal ring. To unlock how to get to be able to get that, you have to go over here. I'll show you. Basically, you try to go on this bridge, and this girl will stop you, and you'll unlock the treasure. You know, you'll unlock the ability to find treasure. So you do that, and then you can go find that treasure that we just got. And I'll show you what the dark crystal staff is and everything. So it's Jansen only. The staff imbued with rare dark crystal is 18 power. And then you also got a ring as well. Dark crystal ring inflicts significant damage on magical enemies, inflicts severe wind damage, and occasionally causes terror. Alright, there we go. So, I just wanted to show that off. I just wanted to start that video and everything. I will be doing that after I'll be compiling all those clips together and doing an all treasure location video. So, stay tuned for that. It'll be after the Let's Play is over, of course. We get 500G. Hope another dream. I've been in my fair share of battles, but one day, just as I was swinging my sword at someone, I suddenly thought, man, I wish I could have been a baker. I have no idea how a thought like that came to me, but after that battle, I quit the army. I've made my living baking bread ever since. Memory was locked deep within his heart. New dream has been revealed. Oh yeah, at the time of this recording is the eve of Rebirth. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth will be out tomorrow at midnight, actually. So it is currently, at the time of this recording, it is Wednesday, February 28th at 5:01 p.m. That's what time it is currently. So I should tell you guys what time I'm recording, you know. Something I could do from now on. That way you guys could know how far ahead I am and everything of the actual uploads, you know. I might start doing that at the start of every episode. It doesn't take that long to do, and I think it'd be beneficial for you guys. That way you don't like, if I'm way ahead, you know, that way you guys can, your comments like Like if you leave a comment, like trying to help me out at a certain part, and I'm already way ahead of there, it's kind of pointless, So, I think I'll do that from now on. Something cool to do. Hacking 18 men to bits. Kind of doesn't even have to put any effort though, because he can never die. You don't have to use much energy at all to attack. He could like, he could be like Orange Cassidy and just like be super lazy and still win every fight because he's immortal. That's who you'd want on your team though. If you had the opportunity, if I had the opportunity to have one immortal or 1,000 soldiers, I'd rather have one immortal. If I was like a leader, I'd pick the immortal over 1,000 soldiers. That's how powerful an immortal would be. An unstoppable force that could not be killed. Yeah, and I could see why it'd be a curse too. With how the world is nowadays, I couldn't imagine living forever in this world. Like, years of being backstabbed, and everybody gets backstabbed in their life as well. It's just so sickening. And then we backstab other people, and it just creates an endless cycle. We can just never be purely good. This sucks. Even me, I've done my fair share of bad things. I ain't gonna say I'm any better than anybody else. But the important thing is that if you've done more good than bad, that's all that really matters. You're a good person, in my opinion, if you've done more good than bad in your life. That's just straight up facts. I don't care if anybody disagrees with that. Now, if you've done something like really bad, then all the good you've done doesn't overwrite that really bad thing you did. But if you've done minor bad things, but you've done a lot of good stuff, in your life, then I still think you're a good person. But just the really bad things, some things just can't be forgiven. I just try to be the best I can every day. I haven't really done anything bad since like in my 20s, but still, I still I still remember the bad things that I've done, and I learned from my mistakes, and that's something else you gotta do as well. Learn from every mistake you make in your life, because everybody's gonna make mistakes regardless of if they try not to. Like, you could do your best to not make mistakes and still make mistakes. It's just natural. Discover treasure hunt information deep in memory. Okay. So let's check that out. Treasure beyond the waterfall. Hidden somewhere in Tosca Village. A present for Kyle from his children. Well, we can go get that one now then. Yeah, we gotta jump over there, okay. Alright, so let me do a video real quick. Alright, the next treasure we're going to be getting is Treasure Beyond the Waterfall. So to unlock this treasure, you go near this person here, and you'll unlock a dream. Get through the dream, either skip it or go through it quickly, and you unlock that, and then come over here, and we can jump across, and we'll be able to get the treasure. Right here it is. And we get Medusa's head, which I believe protects against petrification, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, grants immunity to petrify. That's pretty good. You want to learn that as soon as possible. Okay. Well, that's done. We can go back across, and we'll continue exploring the village some. We can talk to this guy too. Being a baker's hard work, you know. It's funny to think that the bread I used to eat on the battlefield is probably being made by someone like me. I saw her. That old sorceress, her face was a mess. She looked like a monster. Something's definitely wrong with that old woman, I tell you. Better not cross paths with the old sorceress. She'll steal all the life out of you. And we'll see what happens. She rolled her eye. Everyone seems pretty scared of that old sorceress. Yeah, they keep talking about her. But I don't think she's any kind of monster. I'm told by all the children that the old sorceress is actually a really nice woman. Well, I guess we'll see later. Maybe. Do you know Family House? Oh, of all the people, it's Kime. Hey everyone, we've got a visitor. I've got my own grandchildren, now thanks to you, Kime. Oh, and that is my daughter over there, yep. That little crybaby's a mom of her own now, ha ha ha. My mom is always talking about my brother, how he gets into nothing but trouble. I was going to play with my brother, but he's not home. Probably out getting trouble again. Dog is whimpering. You better take care of your dog, or we're going to have problems. I'll toss you in a nearby lake if you don't take care of your dog. Sure, quiet down. I wanted to jump out and scare someone, but nobody's coming. Well, well. Thanks for visiting. This place isn't so fancy, but hope you like it all the same. Oh my, I'm out of tea. I asked my son to bring some, but he never listens to me. He's always making me worry to no end. That little troublemaker. Oh, he's just a kid. Try to remember that. Kids will be kids. Flare bomb. And another seed. Got them seeds, boy. Okay, old man Balso's house. Laid back Balso. Welcome back, Kime. Where have you been all this time? Come to think of it, why aren't Sarah and Liram with you? I haven't seen them in ages. Wow, that didn't age well, bro. Liram's dead. And we don't know what happened to Sarah yet. 4 seeds of terror. So now I can make the terror ring. Where's it at? Should be able to make it. Maybe not. Might have used the other seeds that I got on something else. It's okay. We'll make it later. Another pit pot up here. $49. Boom, 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 boom. Good to leave here. So we need to give it 11 more seeds before we can get the next item. Kel'Lan is the guardian spirit of the village, but I have to be good or else he won't protect me. If you pray to Kel'Lan, all sorts of good things can happen. Sure. Whatever you say, little girl. This road leads out of the village, but you'd best avoid it. It is dangerous out there. And speaking of which, there are some monsters whose attacks will inflict dangerous status ailments like darkness and curse. When you are cursed, you will fall prey to a status ailment at the end of the turn. Darkness is even worse. It'll blight you with a status ailment at the end of every turn, not just the current one. Running into a monster who can inflict that sort of attack would be a dangerous thing indeed. That's why I'm standing guard here to ensure that no kid gets out. Aha, treasure chest. 500G. Ju. So it leads out of the village, but really kind. Why don't you stay here tonight? Everyone's overjoyed to see you back. Alright. So we can't leave, obviously. Alright, let's go back to talk to Jansen now. We can advance the storyline. Let me save it again. Oh, got another dream here. The truth is, I was to be drafted into the Goatson army, but I slipped off my roof while I was fixing it. So they dismissed me, so ineligible for battle. But I'm glad that you are not going to war. I'd be all by myself without you. Another dream. Dream on. Nice music. Nobuo Uematsu did the music for this game, that's why it's so good. He also did the music for Blue Dragon as well. He's literally the best composer ever, in my opinion. His music's freaking flawless. And I don't say that about a lot of things. I find the flaws in a lot of things. I am more positive than most people, though. Old Kato. And it's hot in here because I have my PS5 on because I'm downloading Rebirth currently. Getting it ready for midnight. I'm going to be playing it at midnight. I know I could just skip these, but I figure I'll just leave them on the screen just in case you guys want to read them yourself. And I like to show as much as I possibly can when I do these playthroughs, so I just don't want to read it because it's going to take forever if I read all this. It's a lot to read. I mean, I wouldn't mind reading it if it didn't take so long. I don't want it to be the whole episode of me reading a dream, you know. I'm trying to get the game, trying to get through the game, you know. Don't want to let you die. Too bad, you're gonna die anyway. It's all about people dying and shit. Which, as an immortal, I'd imagine you see a lot of people die. So it makes sense. A lot of battlefields Com's been on. And it's 1,000 years. Yeah, I had to turn my AC on, guys. It's just too hot in here with that PS5 going. The Series S is not that hot, but the PS5 gets really hot for some reason. My grandson fell off the roof and seriously injured himself the other day, but that ended up being his ticket out of the war. I guess it was a blessing in disguise then, right? Grandma's happy about it, but I hate being stuck here knowing that all my friends are out on the battlefield. Not that I want to go to war, but you shouldn't want to go to war. But I do love and praise soldiers. I will say that. But I would never, you know, like if someone doesn't want to be there, they shouldn't be there. You know, it's something you gotta want to do. You know, if you gotta want to protect your country, um, it's not something I want to do. But it's something I did want to do at one point in my life, but I couldn't because I ended up having an injury and I have a disability and I can't. I wouldn't. They wouldn't even accept me into the army even if I wanted to. So yeah, it never ended up happening. But I was gonna join the army at one point because my dad was in the army, so that's why I respect not just people in the military, but I respect every hard worker out there who doesn't complain about their job. Those are the people I respect. And I know I don't make a lot of money off YouTube, but I do treat this as my job. And I don't complain. I just do my videos. I'll like get salty maybe, but I try not to complain too much. I'm mostly positive in my videos, if you've noticed. And I try not to. I always praise games in my playthroughs. This is something I do. I just always praise stuff. And every now and then, if I experience something in a game that pisses me off, I'll bring it up. Of course, you got to criticize as well. You can't just kiss a game's ass. You know, you got to criticize the bad things and praise the good things. You know, that's what it's all about. So, what being a content creator is all about. You know, and you guys can gladly criticize me as well, and I'm okay with that. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I have some serious trouble believing that you actually lived here once before. Well, he did. Him and Sarah, apparently. Criticism is a much needed thing. It's how I upgraded. I would have never upgraded my mic. This microphone I'm using, the Shure SM7B, I would have never got it if you guys didn't criticize me and my old mic. I would have said, what's the point? You know, no one's criticizing me. So I just kept using that same shitty mic that I had before. But because you guys are criticizing me, I upgraded my mic. And yeah, I'm always open for that criticism, you know. As long as you're not being overly hateful and or whatever. And even if you are hateful, I won't block you. I don't block people anymore like I used to. I used to block people all the time on my Yu-Gi-Oh channel, but I don't block people anymore. But anyway, back to the game. It just kind of reminded me of that. I mean, I couldn't even begin to imagine how someone like you could have lived here. Gah, don't look at me like that. Jeez, I'm just joking. Alright, let's go in here. It's an inn, Kime. Look, it's been a long voyage, and I'm sure you're tired, so why don't we call it a day here, okay? Yeah, that's fine. I think there's a cutscene, yep.
I'll go speak with the king. We've never met, but I've heard he's very wise. I'm confident that he has a ship that can get us past the hypercurrents.
Wow, that hit the spot. You know, I'm finally starting to feel at home. No.
Are you even listening to me?
There's a time and place for that stuff, and this is neither. Tell me, is it really true you can't drink?
Yes.
That is so sad. But you're a queen. I mean, don't you have wine or champagne at parties or banquets, hangings, any festive thing like that?
No.
Well, look it. Nobody knows us here. Come on, just give it a try. I guarantee you'll like it. Really. It won't kill you, I promise. In fact, I bet if you take a couple drinks, you might get your memory back. Yeah, it relaxes the mind and other things.
You think so?
Absolutely. Hey, look at me. You're talking to Jansen here. Bottoms up.
Bottoms up.
What? You don't like the cheap stuff?
No, it's just I've never tasted anything like it before.
You don't have to force yourself to drink it.
No, I want my memory back. If there's any chance this will help, I'll manage to drink it.
Wow, that good. Are you, okay?
Whew. I feel very lightheaded all of a sudden. It's affecting me like you said it would. Oh, your muscles
Yeah,
are
well-
so...
Hey, oh! Oh, no. You know, you're cute when you're asleep.
Jansen!
Ah! What? Oh!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Well, we was having a serious discussion about, what's going to happen next. And planning.
Happen next?
Yeah. She's going to talk to the king and get us a ship, because yours can't float where the... after all, Goats has got the most advanced technology around. We figured we'd get a more seaworthy ship from him. So that, What?
All right. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt this time. But don't try any funny business with Ming.
Yeah, well, I'm looking out for her too, I mean, look how restful she looks right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jansen tried to take advantage of me in that vulnerable state. I would not be surprised. 2 magic ceiling feathers. Coral bomb. Another seed. I have heard a great deal about you from my mother and father. Please make yourself at home. But my father Still getting plastered at his old age. Doesn't he realize how much my mother and I worry about him? Thank you for coming, Kime. A toast for the well-being of our village's savior. Come on. I'm not plastered yet. My son Ush to be so nice to me, I guess is what he's supposed to say, but he's drunk. Wife Ush to be so pretty. Ooh, another slot seed. Hell yeah. Another seed. Cure all. Go ahead and use it on him. Actually, I should have used it on. Damn, I should have used it on what's her face. But it's okay. Great to see you here, Kime. We're just delighted. Strange. Shouldn't Sarah be with you? Sarah treated me so nicely back when I was a kid. She taught me the names of all the flowers and birds. I'd love to be able to see her again. I'm cleaning right now. Please wait a... Oh, it's you, Kime. My mom and I are cleaning up the place right now. Why don't you take it easy downstairs? Hey, welcome. How about a drink with us? We're going to get married next year. Hope you'll come to the ceremony. Two mysterious perfumes. Welcome, Kime. We're just a humble village, but I hope you enjoy yourself here. Heard a lot about you, about the past from my father, about how Kime and everyone saved our village and all. Yep, that's what everybody keeps saying. I don't like all the bad news we're getting lately. Have you heard the rumors about the old sorcerer's place on the Cape? Wash your cares away with a good drink. That's what I say. Good wine, good women. That's what life's all about. I'm sorry, I just don't feel well for some reason. I'm glad you are enjoying yourself, though. I've been friends with a girl on stage since childhood. But forget about her. How about a drink? So how was I on stage? I'd love to perform in a bigger town someday. T-Heat, stop staring at me like that. Handsome traveler, you're embarrassing me.
Hey, Kai! I heard you were back.
This place takes me back. And it looks like the years have been good to you.
Knock it off. I'm a bona fide old man now.
Well, if you don't mind my saying so, you've aged really well.
Thanks, honey. Drink up. This is on the house.
Well, that is mighty nice. I don't mind if I do. Can I have that big, large mug over there?
I was only 7 when you saved the village. But I remember you as if it were yesterday. You were a hero to us kids back then.
Yeah? So, we're trying to get to Gotza.
Forget it. The only way is through the Black Cave.
I heard it'd been closed off by some old sorceress.
There's nothing to be afraid of. We'll just bust our way through.
It's not that simple. Neither muscle nor magic have had any effect. Although adventurers with plenty of both have tried. My guess is that only that old sorceress can bust through the blockage. She's got some serious magic energy. Yep, she sure does.
Why don't we wait until she goes to the bathroom? Then we can, sneak by her.
Oh, gets better. You know that place where you and Sarah lived? Well, that old sorceress has moved in.
My house?
What? Hey, you don't even have a lease agreement?
We kept the place up after you and Sarah went away, so it'd be ready if you ever came back. But I'm afraid she's made a mess of it. Sorry.
Don't trouble yourself. It saves us the hassle of having to look for her.
That's a good point.
The only thing to do with squatters is run them out.
Well, I think you'll be okay. Just be careful, Cup.
We're off to kick some old woman's butt. That doesn't sound right.
You're not gonna go off and leave Ming like this, are you?
We'll head out there tomorrow morning.
Alright guys, that'll be it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. We'll head to the Old Sorcerer's Mansion. We'll also do the Kellon minigame as well. Or Kellon side quest. Kellon statue side quest, whatever it is. Later.